I'm nervous. She's gonna perform.
You got it, Nina.
Happy birthday, Nina.
How y'all doing tonight? All right, so I wrote this piece here about a month ago after going through a major depression this time last year. So perfect time to reflect on what I've been through. And also, because when I was going through this time, I had a few people that when they realized what I was going through, you know, they was like, we just didn't know, like, you got up every day, you washed up, you put on clothes, you went on about your day, you look good. Not knowing that I'm down on the inside. So, this is my response to that. Suffering in silence, and I didn't even realize it. It took me to reach my breaking point to realize I was living in agony. You see, depression comes in many forms, and it's not just the one who sleeps like they've been working tirelessly. You see, it's the one who gets up every single day and moves forward like there's no emptiness inside of them. You see, getting up, going to work every day was a natural part of me, but to be honest, it was hard to see past so many tears inside of me. Sometimes it didn't even register that this person was just being kind to me, because in my head, who really fucks with me? Good morning, how are you? With a smile, I'd reply, I'm good. But deep down, I knew that was the biggest lie that lived inside of me. So I started going to therapy because I couldn't figure out why the fuck I was always so damn angry. I had to realize I was living in misery, because I allowed the actions of others to dictate my happiness and steal all the joy I once had inside of me. And even with that knowledge, things got worse, because it was that last relationship that took every fucking thing I had left inside of me. So deeper into depression I went, because I couldn't understand how I allowed myself to spend 4.5 years in a relationship that should have never even began. That potential shit will make a fool of you every goddamn time. Now, I'm so far down this rabbit hole, I was certain I lost 100% of my eyesight, because day after day, week after week, month after month, I couldn't see any light. For 3 months straight, I cried every single day and night. You see, as a matter of fact, my liver was screaming and begging for help, because I was at the liquor store once, twice, and sometimes even 3 times a day. You see, I remember the moment I stood on that chair underneath the pipe in the basement, because I was so over life, I was determined to make that the end for me. But see, God had other plans for me, you see. It was like that chair was God on all fours, because for some reason, I couldn't kick that chair from beneath me. You see, I remember the day my therapist signed those papers to admit me. Those were the worst 3 days of my fucking life, in a place that most definitely was not for me. So I told myself it was time to dig deep. I mean, real deep. And uncover all the answers to the questions that live inside of me, you see. And when I dug deep, I realized that all along it was me. It was me who was expecting people who were not happy with themselves to be happy for me. It was me who was expecting people who did not believe in themselves to believe in me. Oh, it was me who was expecting people to love me who did not even love themselves. You see, it took me to reach my breaking point to realize I wasn't loving on myself. When they don't clap for you, you have 2 hands, clap for yourself. When they don't cheer for you, open your mouth and cheer for yourself. Look in the mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful. You don't need that from anyone else. You see, I had to learn the hard way that nobody, absolutely nobody owes you anything. Not your parents, siblings, a relationship, friends, co-workers, etc. But you owe yourself everything. The moment you start viewing life through a different lens and understand that you owe you and no one else, that's the same moment in which your light starts to shine again. Never in life will I place my happiness in someone else's hands for them to fumble me again.
He just keeps close.